Hey YouTubers, this is Jared from Omnivore Blade Works, and you're watching a very still image of some swords on the table. This is the Tanuki series, and they're inspired by the Japanese samurai swords and knife. The wakizashi, which is overall length, I should have been more prepared to do this, but overall length about 23.5 inches, blade 17, and then the katana overall length is 35.5, blade length 24, and then the tanto overall length 11 3/4, blade 6.5, and then there's some bokken up there to go with the katana and the wakizashi. Anyway, the standard offering is 1095 Austempered steel with about a Rockwell 56 edge. The katana is 3V. I have two more like it that will be available pretty soon. I guess the first people to speak for them. One guy who bought the first Tanuki actually wants the demo sword that I chopped that file cabinet in half with. But I thought it would be better to offer it to someone else before I make him another one. We'll see how that goes, Dan. Anyway, the new sheath system, which I've been through 3 or 4 different design possibilities on the sheath system. I've arrived at a more modular setup so that I can piggyback the wakizashi sheath on top of the katana sheath. And the way I've done that is by making it 3 inches wide, rectangular, and the bolt pattern in it is about the same for both sheaths. This modular adapter plate can be put on in different increments that will accommodate standard MOLLE webbing. So if you put one here and one here, it'll link right up to your modular backpack, which has 1-inch webbing on it. So that means these holes are spaced in 1-inch increments apart. So it's actually from this top hole down here to this hole is 4 inches exactly. So it skips a little bit because this is not a square panel. But anyway, so there's 4 inches there, another 4 inches to there, another 4 inches to there. So I measured it off my Kifaru backpack, which has exactly to standard MOLLE specifications. Some backpacks, the webbing is a little different, and so you got to watch out for that when you buy a backpack. They're supposed to be 1-inch webbing and pretty much sewn right together next to each other. Anyway, the modular panel also has a pass-through, and on this direction it's 1.5 inches, and on this direction it's 2 inches. So you can weave a sling through this side, or you can weave a belt through this side, and you can carry the thing however you like. Also, because this is on a pivot mount, and this can be removed and flipped 90 degrees, you can carry this on the back of your truck seat. They make these MOLLE panels for the back of your seat of your truck, so you can adjust this 90 degrees, and you also have however many degrees of freedom that is. So when you mount on your backpack, you can adjust the angle, and so this is your primary area to weight it, and then you can lash it somewhere else with some paracord to keep it from flopping. And then if you wanted to lash them together, you just lash them together, put a spacer to keep the or just lash this on as is, so that you can still grab the handle of the smaller sword, so you can draw it while it's attached to the other bigger sheath. And then of course the same panel can be adapted or just bolted on to the big sheath. The the tanto has a different sheath because it'd be silly to bolt these all together. This is more of a knife you're going to carry more often, so it has a 2-way belt panel, so you can carry this as is, horizontal or vertical. And it also has 2 holes right here for use with inside the waistband belt loops. Push pause. So you can see the inside of the waistband belt loops they just fasten on to those two holes, just like that, and you use a little spacer so that way there's room for your pants for this to go over your pants, and then your belt goes through the loops. You can see also same thing on this koala sheath, and they're canted a little bit so that the blade or the handle comes forward a little ways, and you do an ice pick grip when you draw. But you can see also there's a little spacer here to keep the clip off of your, well, allow your room for your pants, and then the belt goes right through. So you've got everything hidden inside your pants other than the top part that goes above the belt line. So on this one you'd have everything that is below my finger will be inside your pants. Anyway, that's that. And I have a couple more katana that are made out of 3V, and I also have some new Wakizaji and Tanto blanks out of 3V, so I can make a matched daisho set out of these. And then also I'm going to try to make some katana out of 1095 at a slightly reduced price. And this one in 3V I'm asking 2,000, and then the Wakizaji in 1095 is around 700, and the Tanto is around 300. And the sheath, the anatomy of it, there's a full-length Kydex spacer on the spine and the edge side, so it's very, very safe. Same goes for the katana sheath. And then this first, or these three, the ones I have left now will also get this sheath that ship with it. So if you're interested, I've got 2 more katana, and then we can figure out the other details with the companion blades. Alright, that's all I have to say right now, and I'll be doing a better demonstration video of these knives in the daylight, but I figured it'd be nice to get the news out sooner than later. Bye bye.